Pull it again. Oh, crap. Well, what's up, my YouTube people? Thanks for coming back to see just what I do today. Hope you're having a great day. It's a rather warm day here in Colorado, which I'm happy about. I'm not happy about the changing seasons. You know, all that cold, icky white crap is coming, because it makes it difficult to do anything outside, and I like to be outside. But anyways, I hope you're having a great day, and I greatly appreciate you clicking on this video and seeing just what I do today. As you can tell, we are back over here in the Wonder Truck. Once again, I had a check engine light come on. I don't know if you can see it or not. I think it's there. Yes, there's a lot of other lights on right now because I didn't turn the key all the way. But the check engine light popped on a couple days ago. So I finally had time to take it over to O'Reilly's and have them put the OBD meter on it. And the bimbo that was there was worthless. She was no help at all. But we eventually figured it out through asking some friends. But if you ever have an OBD meter or you take it to O'Reilly's, whatever, and comes up a P0401, that means your EGR valve is going funky. It will literally say exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient detected. That's what it will come up as. Now it's great and all, but there's 3 different components to the EGR. Now I've got the hood up already, so let me take you out and explain it all to you, and I'll bring you along, see if we can fix this problem. Because it doesn't hurt the engine or anything to drive with the EGR valve being stuck or funky or broken or whatever. It just screws up your gas mileage, so it ends up chugging the gas before it's really time to go get more gas. But anyways, let me go out and I'll show you the 3 different components. So here is under the hood. Now, those things you're looking at right there, this is your EGR flow regulator. This is your EGR modulator. EGR module. Now down below, which I won't be able to see, I won't be able to show you because it's dark and it's way the heck back there on the back side of the engine. As usual, Toyota has to make it hard to get to. That is the VSV. Now, they all do different things, obviously. I will try and link a video here, or an iCard up right here, if you want to know exactly what each one does and more technical mumbo jumbo. I'll leave an iCard right here, and you can go click on that video and he will tell you exactly which one does. Now, to figure out which now I've already replaced this a long time ago, so I don't think it's my module, whatever. But to easily figure out what component has gone funky on me, well, the first thing is check your hoses, make sure they're all connected and all that fun stuff, and none are cracked, which I didn't see anything cracked or anything. But anyways, as I was saying, to see which one has gone out on me, we're gonna have to go up to, I believe, O'Reilly's and see if they have a vacuum seal tester. Yeah, because it has to do with the whole exhaust thing backing up in the engine and fun stuff like that. But anywho, so when we get the vacuum seal tester, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hook it up to this one, this plug right here on the flow valve, and we're going to hit the vacuum a couple times. Now if the engine stutters and wants to die, that part is fine. You know, when you release the vacuum, it should go back to regular idle. But when you hit the vacuum again, the engine should stutter and shake and stumble and sometimes die. Which, it doesn't hurt it just tells you that your flow regulator EGR flow regulator is fine. Then we'll come over here to the Q port on the module and do the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but we'll hit it, we'll rev it up to about 200 RPMs, 200, 300 RPMs or so, and watch the gauge on the vacuum seal tester. If it hits 20, it's fine. And then through process of elimination, if that one's fine and that one's fine, that means the VSV down below has crapped out, and that's just going to be so much fun to try and fix. Just another friggin' project, never ending. But anyways, so for now I'm going to go see if I can rent or borrow a vacuum seal tester because we don't have one. I'll try and bring you along for that, and we'll try and figure out which component has gone out on me. Hopefully we can figure it out. So here we go. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. We are at Napa now, not O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's didn't have one to borrow, so there's no point in buying one when I need it for like 5 minutes. But this is a vacuum seal tester. I've got it hooked up to the EGR flow valve. So we're going to turn the truck over, turn it on, whatever you want to call it, hit the vacuum seal. The engine should stumble if it's fine. If it doesn't stumble when we pull the lever, then we know it's that. So let me go start the engine. So now that we've got it running, we're going to pull the lever, and if she stumbles, then it's fine. If she doesn't, then that's the problem. So here we go. There's nothing. She does not stumbling, she's not anything. Nothing's happening. So that tells me that my EGR flow valve has gone out, not the module or the VSV. Hopefully, if I'm doing this right, because I've never done this before. So let me fiddle with some things and make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, we're going to check the EGR module real quick. Now I've got the line hooked up to the Q port, and we're going to rev up the engine, and this should jump up close to 20 on the gauge. Don't pull the lever. Get everything to sit still. So that tells me that my module that I replaced a while ago is just fine. So I believe it's that one. I'm going to test it one more time real quick just to make sure. And then hopefully it's not the VCV, because that is a bugger to get to. So let me test this one more time with the different rigging, and we'll go from there. Okay, I've got that all hooked up, just like I did before, to the only port that is on the ECG flow valve. Now we're going to pull the lever. If she stumbles, it's the VCV. If she doesn't stumble, that's the problem. So here we go. We'll do it again just to make sure. Make sure everything's still tight. Nothing is popped loose. Pull it again. Oh, crap. Well, maybe it was just clogged. It could have been just clogged. So let me go restart it and we'll see what's going on now. Well, we tried it again, and as you can see, it's off. So that tells me it's the exact thing I didn't want it to be, which is the VCV, which is a heck of a project to get to. Usually I have to put it up on jacks, remove the front tire, and hopefully I can get to it. So yeah, at least we know. Just has to be a heck of a project. Well, it could have been just clogged, so I'm going to drive it for a bit, see if the engine light goes off. If the engine light goes off, then and it solved its problem. It was just clogged. So stay tuned to figure out what the heck's going on. So we're going to return this part real quick, get our money back, and go home and see what the heck's going on. Okay, so we are back here at home now. As you can tell, because it's not quite as loud. It's really loud over there in Napa. But as you saw, it died when I put the vacuum seal tester on it. So that could either mean that it was just clogged and I happened to pop it free. That would be nice. But I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Now, when I put the vacuum seal tester on the module, you saw that the gauge went up to 200. That means my module, that one right there, is just fine. Now, most of the time when your module goes out, you can pop this top piece off. Well, you have to get a screwdriver to do it. And there's a little filter inside that you can hit with an air compressor and clean out. And sometimes that'll fix the problem if it's your module. But, as you saw, when I put it on the EGR valve, it didn't do anything the first time. I think that's because I didn't have a proper seal. But when I changed things out, you saw that it stumbled and it died. So that means that that is just fine. Now the VSV could have line to it could have just been plugged, so I could have unplugged it, doing that with it the first time. That, you know, that could have been why it didn't die the first time when I pulled the trigger on the vacuum seal tester. So we have just reset the computer so that way when I turn the key, the check engine light won't be on. And I'll drive it for a bit and see if the check engine light comes on. If the check engine light does come on, then I have to replace the VSV. That's what it comes down to, because the module was just fine, the valve was just fine. It means the VSV back behind, which I gotta follow the two lines that come from the module and the valve down to back behind the engine and get it to come out. Hopefully. Now, I'm the only one small enough to reach back there and do it. So my dad's not gonna be able to help me because he's got giant ass hands. So yeah, it's way down there, back behind. It's gonna be a frickin' project and a half if I have to replace it. So you're gonna have to stay tuned for that. I'm not gonna show that in this video because I'm sure I've rambled long enough. So that's gonna conclude this video for today. So you're gonna have to stay tuned to see if I have to replace the VSV. So I'm gonna end this video today. So thanks for watching Just What I Do. Please subscribe, whack the like button, ring the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. Because I post 3 times a week. Tuesdays, and then I also post on Fridays and Sundays. Now Fridays and Sundays are of the Colorado mountains. So if you're curious on what the leaves look like during leaf peeping season, you might want to subscribe and stay tuned for that, because I'll be showing a lot of that on my Friday and Sunday videos. So thanks for watching. I greatly appreciate you clicking on this video and watching all the way to the end. Stay tuned to see if I have to replace the VSV, and I'll catch you next time on Just What I Do. It's way down there. Later, taters. It's at the end of those lines. Bye.